Good morning, gamer. What's going on, man? It's Red K.
And I'm the loneliest wolf by choice. It's been a while. Jesus.
Not to everybody. It's been like, I guess what's today's Thursday. So you know what that means. We got a KOF trailer. So,
Yep.
Couldn't let you miss that one. What's going on, guys? A little E3 news because E3 is right around the corner. It's May right now. Cinco de Mayo just passed. So, of course, in June, we got E3 coming up, the all virtual E3. And if you never been to an E3 like me, of course, it's been a virtual your whole life. So that's not really a big deal.
Especially if you're Nintendo.
Treehouse. But they're going to be there this year. Nintendo says they're actually going to be at E3. It's not going to be a treehouse. They're going to be, which is basically a treehouse. So whatever, yeah.
When what's his name, Jeff Bowser, when he comes out on stage, he has to have the Bowser like down as he's like walking out the stage. Down. He has to have that. If he doesn't have that, I'm just gonna be like Nintendo lost, and I'm just gonna turn it off.
forgot the new guy's name, Bowser.
Yeah.
E3's gotten a little bit bigger because we got a couple more publishers that are going to be there. Square Enix is going to be there. They're probably going to show off some more of that crazy Final Fantasy that we saw that had that really crazy. The battle director from Devil May Cry 5 is the battle director for the new Final Fantasy. That seems really interesting. Sega, Bandai Namco is going to be there. Exceed Games, I didn't know who they were, but they're the guys who published the Genie. What's the girl's name?
What game?
The Genie.
What system?
Exceed Games.
No, Exceed Games isn't that. That's Way Forward who's Shantae.
Oh, I thought they did Shantae. I know they do a lot of
Way
Switch
Forward
games.
did Shantae.
Yeah, I know they do a lot of Switch games. Exceed and Gearbox is going to be there as well. So we just got. It feels like we just got the last Borderlands game. So I don't think it's going to be a Borderlands game, but whatever they got.
No, good. I don't like. What else is Borderlands is like Gearbox doing?
I don't know. Like they're like the Borderlands guys, right?
Yeah. Well, they did other stuff because they're under 2K, so they've done other stuff. But it's just lately it's been Borderlands, or they've been just flying under the radar because Gearbox. Yeah. I kind of got in trouble with some of that. Well, they're still kind of like catching the heat from Aliens Colonial Marines. So and it's been like what, almost a decade now?
Yeah, that's it.
So,
I mean, Bulletstorm
over a decade.
Cool, you know what I mean? They re-released another Bulletstorm with Duke in it, and just more Borderlands stuff.
But
right?
it's just re-releases or like a game that was the unfortunate thing about Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3, excuse me, is it came out too late. Like the hype for Borderlands already had kind of like waned and like down, like started to go down. So when it came out, people were like, "Yeah."
I mean, it sold. I mean, let's not get it twisted. It sold in great numbers, and the DLC is still coming out. I remember, I think it was like a month ago, they just showed some new DLC that was about to come out for the game. But yeah, it's not as hype as it was like the Handsome Jack collection and all that stuff. We're kind of like Borderlands out. I mean, I want them to keep making Borderlands. It's a great IP, but I would like a new IP as well.
Yeah, that's what I really like a new IP from Gearbox because they have the chops to do it. It's stuff is really weird. What's it, Randy Pitchford, who's like the head. So that's all weird in itself too.
Yeah. So speaking of E3, is there any announcement or game that you would want to see?
Not really. Like we've been in such like a lull this entire time that most stuff I already know is going to be pushed back. I kind of would like to see if they're gonna like at least show off a trailer for the next part of the Final Fantasy VII remake. Other than that, there's not really anything that I'm like chomping at the bit to see because I know that most stuff is like pushed back or they're just waiting for all the COVID stuff to kind of sort of pass over, and then they'll start pushing stuff. So right now, there's not really anything that's on my radar.
For as far as I want to see gameplay for Horizon, gameplay for well, I know I'm going to get gameplay for some more Halo. That's a given. Gameplay for maybe the Perfect Dark game they got going out right there. Gameplay for Fable. Gameplay for the new God of War, not just like a logo. So if I can get a lot of gameplay, my most hyped game is definitely, like I said, I'm really excited for that Final Fantasy, the new one that they showed last year. Even though it was all CG trailer, like you got like this.
They had some.
It was the smallest of glimpse.
They had some they had some gameplay in it.
Yeah, and they were like fighting somebody. It was fighting like one enemy in a big like circle or something like
that.
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember.
So it looks like it plays like very similarly to how 15 and the Final Fantasy 7 remake played.
Yeah, so I want to see what developments come from that. So it looked a little bit faster. So I mean, we'll see though, right? So more games, new games, next gen system games, and I'll be pretty happy. This game right here is supposed to be next gen ish. It's called the Hood Outlaws. It actually I want to say it debuted with the PS5 when it was announced or whatever the case is. I'm not quite sure. It's like a team-based medieval like Rainbow Six, I want to say. Let's check the video out. So it is multiplayer. I guess you guys have an objective. I
get it. Hood. He's wearing a hood, and he's an outlaw.
More hoods.
He's an outlaw too. He stabbed a man. He's not wearing a hood, so he's not the Hood Outlaw.
So whatever character you pick has their own strengths, and you got to kind of cover your allies and everything like that.
Very like Left 4 Dead, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but I guess more strategic.
No, I don't know.
Like I'm not sure. Like I gotta look at the more details in the game, but I'm not sure if there's I know there's an objective, and I'm not sure if it's two teams trying to get it or it's just all co-op.
It looks like it's two teams. That was just minding his own business. Hey guys, you can't fight like that in here. I'm not gonna try to stop you. And just catches an arrow to the neck.
So is there a lot of? So is this third person or first person?
Mm-hmm. This is just a cinematic trailer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this looks like it's team-based, definitely.
Oh, so it's having a play early May 7th? That's
yeah.
In a day.
Yeah, right. Is it? I gotta go back and see if it's I know it's PC, Xbox, and everything like that. I'm looking at it right now. It says May 7th. It's pre-order though. Pre-order bonus. Pre-order. I gotta see some more gameplay to see pre-order.
Before you didn't show any gameplay, you just showed cinematic trailer stuff.
And that's all we've seen pretty much for the entirety of as the games come out, whatever the case is. So, but if it's gonna have some gameplay, we're gonna have some gameplay pretty soon by tomorrow.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Another trailer dropped today. It's the cinematic of a game that I'm pretty excited for because I'm a big fan of fighting games, but more importantly, the beat 'em ups and the action, what they call them, the stylish action games. So any new game in the genre, I'm pretty pumped for. And this is Scarlet Nexus, made by Bandai Namco.
Bandai Namco is they've been making some stuff lately.
Yeah, Scarlet Nexus. I mean, selling 7 million copies of Tekken for one. I watched like a 30-minute like behind the dev video of this game. It just got me pretty hyped.
Look, so Japanese.
It is. It's anime to the nth degree. So this is the open cinematic. I'm guessing we're not gonna see the gameplay out of this. This is almost like Persona.
Yeah,
levels.
It feels very Persona.
Yeah. Wait a minute, is this the game or the anime?
Yeah, a lot of games now are starting to do the 3D cell shading so much where it's like the anime.
Yeah. Well, this game definitely fits that. I mean, it's a team of people doing something extraordinary. It's probably some kind of devil. Yeah, this is anime all the way, right?
I'm still waiting for gameplay though.
Yeah, we're not going to see that. This is the opening cinematic. I thought we'd see something, but not.
The opening. This is a long
This is an anime
opening
cinematic. Yeah.
You said it was a trailer. I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna show us some like. This isn't a trailer. Oh, there it is. There's the thing. That's the proof. It's a trailer.
Yo, this is legit like the opening to an anime. Like,
yeah, I mean, it's probably opening to the actual game. What is this like? How does it play? Like, give us more than just J-pop and
a lot of J-pop. Well, it's got a, like I said, it's very stylish action, but team-based too on top of that. So the last trailer I saw, it was they had the stylish action stuff going on, but they also had like this very, like, your team could kind of help you in scrimmages. Kind of. It was a little weird. Like, I definitely want to play it. I wish they would do like a demo, but I don't think that is going to happen. The day that Scarlet Nexus comes out is sometime next month.
It's eventually. It's eventually. Coming. It's coming someday. We'll tell you whenever they give us.
Whenever it drops.
It drops when it's here.
So we're getting a redesign on the PlayStation 5.
Oh boy.
Yeah, already. It could be a good thing. So check this out. So reports that the chip shortage, which is we reported on a while ago. There's been a chip shortage on basically everything: TVs, graphics cards.
Yeah, semiconductor shortage as well.
Exactly. So because of that, we've got a lot of shortages on the systems. Like I said, the TVs, cards for computers, tablets, just pretty much everything. And in this news outlet right here, they say that the PlayStation 5 is going to have a new redesign, and they're going to put in their semi-customized 6nm CPU from AMD, and the semiconductor they had was from Samsung. Yeah, so Samsung. So they got a new company to make their semiconductor for the new system that they're going to have. But that leaves us two things. So this is a rumor, so it could not be true. But if it is, the semiconductor they're doing is going to be cheaper than the ones you have in your PS5. If you have a PS5 right now, which means a couple things. It could be the same. It could be worse because it's cheaper. But you know that technology, as it gets older, gets smaller. But this is pretty fresh tech. Which means if you have a PS5 right now, that thing might be really, really valuable, because you might have a totally different PS5 that might be able to do things that maybe the newer modeled PS5 can't do.
We've seen this happen before in all the systems. It's not going to really change your value of your system too much. PS3 had the same issue with the first gen one, the 4 USB slotted one, where it could do like backwards compat. The only reason they were super expensive at the time because they could do backwards compat with PlayStation 2 games. Then they re-released it where the second fat one could not do PlayStation 2 games. And it lasted for a while in the middle of the thing, because both systems are probably going to be able to do the same. I don't think, if they do come out of this system, if this rumor is true, I don't think it's going to really change the value of your system much, unless it removes some of the features from the launch version. So this, and at that point, it's kind of like, there are people who have these systems. Are they going to reimburse them on some stuff, or like what's going to happen? So, which I probably won't. They were like, "You bought the system, thanks for your money."
Yeah. Well, the thing I was thinking about that could be a positive is the fact if, like, say, this semiconductor makes it a little bit cooler, because they've had to use this what was that, liquid metal, to get the PlayStation 5 to cool and everything like that, which is why it's so bulky, which is why so if the new system is a little bit smaller and takes a little bit less, maybe they can take some off the price a little bit. I don't think they're going to do it that way, but I just hope that the semiconductor that they're using, even though it's made by another company, these things are never really one-to-one. I guess we have to wait until we can put the systems playing the same game side to side to see what's really good.
I'm more curious about, because it's a new CPU they're putting into it. I'm wondering if they're putting for the central processing unit, if it's gonna, like, how's it gonna run? Is it gonna run comparable to the one that's in the system already? Is it gonna run slightly better than the one that's in it already?
Saying, yeah.
I'm not really too worried too much about heating of the CPU. So far from what I've seen, the PlayStation and along with the updates and stuff they've been doing, it's been running kind of clean when it comes to like heat. So I'm more curious of how's the CPU going to run? Like, is it going to be slower? Is it going to perform spotty in certain areas?
Yeah.
Like under a load of information, is it going to buckle? Like, what's going to happen? You know?
Yeah, but like you said, it's been running pretty good with the system setup that it has now.
Mm-hmm.
So if it has a system setup that, like with the CPU, where whatever they had to do to make the PS5 be the PlayStation 5, if they can use less things, then that can maybe wouldn't need the liquid metal to cool, which would maybe run the price down, for people that don't have the PlayStation yet. You know what I mean?
Maybe. I'm worried about performance at that point because
yeah.
If it like cheaper doesn't necessarily mean like it's gonna perform better, or it does,
True.
and it doesn't mean that it's gonna last either. And in most cases, if you're buying something cheaper that comes out cheaper, it's probably janky in some way.
Yeah. So like I said, this is all a rumor as it stands right now, but something that it seems pretty credible. You know what I mean? So with the shortage of semiconductors, the orders for redesigns and things like that, and of course we know we're going to get a redesign, but not for year one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?